Hello, welcome to another edition of the Punters Guide. I'm very excited to look forward to this weekend of action with the speedsters in action at Sandown. Those fantastic 2-milers winging their way around the circuit at Sandown. And of course, the national fences in action once again at Aintree, courtesy of the Becher Chase and you see the 2018 Gold Cup winner Native River as well, looking to regain his many clouds title. Joe Ross is going to join us, look into the big races in front of the ITV cameras. And Joe, wherever way you look this weekend, there's quality on show.
There is quality. There's so much of it this weekend. It's like getting an advent calendar out in it and just opening all 24 days at once. Absolutely beautiful. The Tingle Creek, for me, the Becher Chase as well. Great spectacle. It's just quality from start to finish all weekend.
It is two very different ends of the spectrum as well, with the stayers over the national fences and the speedsters over the railway fences at Sandown. I don't think it's any greater sight in the winter game. But Paul Nicholls won this race 11 times. He saddles 2, Granatine and Hitman. We've got Nube Negra for the Skeletons, Captain Guinness, Premier Bromhead. And then they're all could be chasing Shack and Persoir. The rumours earlier in the week suggested he may not come over if the ground was good. It is good to soft. Is that a bit of a concern? And he's giving up race fitness as well.
I don't think so, to be fair, because I don't think they send Shakan over if it wasn't fit. You know what I'm saying? There's no point really. You could have a little bang around Cork or something like that. There was many people, especially the Irish, on podcasts over the past couple of days saying, hasn't had the run. Nube Negra's got the advantage of that, and if there was a time once again for Nube Negra to beat Shakan Persoir properly, it would be this time and the only time. I think if we go back, and we both fancied Shakan Persoir and the Queen Mother, there was that will it get up the hill, will it not get up the hill? I don't know about that. I just think the tactics were completely wrong. I think they've probably come out afterwards and said that. So beaten by Put the Kettle on and Nube Negra, you can just throw that form away for me. If you go to Punchestown in April, where Shakan absolutely smashed Allaho and Nube Negra, all right, it was a long season for that horse. Only beaten twice under rules in the UK and Ireland. Of course, there was that one at Cheltenham, which we mentioned, which were tactics. And the other time, beaten by A Plus Tard, which is not bad form when you think about it now. If you're going to get beat by one horse properly, A Plus Tard, that form does not look shabby whatsoever. It's horrible to start with a short price favourite, but for me, I don't think you're getting this price ever again. What price are we looking at? Probably even money, 11 to 10?
Around about evens, yeah.
Yeah, around about evens. I don't think you're getting that price again on Shakan Persoir unless it turns up in a veteran chase in 25 years' time.
Shack and Persoir then for Joel to win the Tingle Creek on season return. If we rewind 35 minutes, we've got horses that may have designs on next year's Tingle Creek, because we've got the Henry VIII, the 2-mile Novices Chase again, a grade 1. We've got the Skeletons, we've got Nube Negra in the Tingle Creek. And here they've got the likely market leader, Third Time Lucky, who's on a hat-trick after 2 wins at Cheltenham.
Yeah, class horse in the race, Third Time Lucky. Just having a look, it was the 2 wins at Cheltenham after the wind operation. Edwardstone I was looking at as well. That form should read 1-1 when looking back at the races. Those 2 races at Warwick, where the horse won 1, but was also brought down 4 out in the previous one. I was convinced watching that again last night, as I was on the day when watching it, was going to win that well. Warlord, lovely horse, already beaten Manila Drama and Il Rodotto, is it? Stolen Silver from Sam Thomas needs to improve, and I think it's a price play for me. I don't think there's as much in it as you would expect between Third Time Lucky and Edwardstone, and one's around 4-1 and one's 6-4. They should be like 2-194 the pair. So on prices here, I would take a chance on Edwardstone here, and put my hands up and get beaten if the Skelton horse wins by half the track. But the two horses should be about the same price, I reckon. But at 4-1, I would go Edwardstone.
Yeah, and King O's lucky to be brought down, of course, at Warwick. Put that record straight last time out. So on value grounds, Edwardstone for Joel in that. So they're the 2 milers. We've got a London National, which is over a circuit extra at Sandown. That's off at 3 o'clock. Dees Arbor is 2 from 2 at the track. And a good little return at Aintree last time out as well, but probably spot on for a hat-trick bid at the course. But you'll need stamina aplenty in the London National, Joel.
Yeah, this is number 3, isn't it? So we're going for at Sandown here. Have I got 2 bets in this race? Now, what's your obvious bet? Have you got one straight off the top of your head here that you would go, what's the obvious bet in this race? Which everybody will into.
Well, maybe Strictly a Dancer. He's on a 4-time, you'd imagine. Yeah.
Now, Strictly a Dancer will either win or will be pulled up. I don't think they're going to mess around. What is it, 2 weeks ago, £7 up. The horse is in brilliant form, and Christian Williams is great at just going, look, the horse hasn't got any problems. Let's just have a go. Let's have a go for it. If the horse is going to win, the horse can win. If not, I think it'll be pulled up. One for me at a price. Give me a price on Larry for Jamie and Gary Moore.
Oh, the Moors love Sandown. He's around about 5-1.
I thought it'd get bigger than that. The cat's out the bag then. So was coming to win one of those comedy races, 4 in a race at Fakenham, when was hampered by a loose horse and unseated. 2 weeks later, won at Ascot over 2 miles 7 on the soft. Won by 6.5 lengths, kept on strongly. Some fancied runners in the field as well, got pulled up or fell. I think it was Vindication and Jerry's Back, which was well fancied on the day. I've written down here from last night, would be well found in the market. I expected a bigger price than 5-1, but I would go with Larry for a small bit of value for Jamie and Gary Moore. But I honestly, if Strictly a Dancer won cosily again, it'd be another brilliant time for Christian Williams and Jack Tudor.
Yeah, Sonny Williams on a 4-timer. Of course, right, let's move up to a bit closer to home, the north or west. Then obviously great card at Aintree. You couldn't go last time, you couldn't go to Haydock. Are you going to Aintree this weekend?
No, this time of year, I'll be honest with you, I love Aintree, but it's the coldest place in the world. You know, when you're standing outside, the wind gets everywhere. It looks beautiful on the TV, and that's where I'll be sitting this weekend with my mulled wine, I reckon.
Oh, sounds amazing. Right. What wins the 205 then? The Many Clouds Chase. Native won it 2 years ago, and I think he's got a huge chance. The rain's come for him. I think I'd love to see him regain his title. The Low Sun scuppered him last year. We've got his Protectorat stepping up to 3 miles for the first time, who ran a belter to be second at Cheltenham last time.
Yeah, of course, Protectorat, obvious danger to Native River. They're improving 6-year-old. Bit to prove at this trip, I think. Even though we haven't spoken about this beforehand, it's like you've read my notes and I've read yours. So Native River, the rain has come. 11-year-old now on the downgrade, obviously, but not at the rate you would expect. The race last year we was just comedy. You said of the Low Sun. If you look who was in that race, it was won by Lakeview Lad, yeah. But behind that horse, Santini, Native River, and Frodon was pretty much tailed off. Now, Frodon goes and jumps and jumps and jumps. You take all the obstacles out, then you can't go and jump. Same with Native River. I think Native River would have won that last year if it hadn't been for the Low Sun. So if there's no Low Sun today, hold your bets right until the off, because it has drifted over the past couple of hours. But I would definitely go Native River to beat Protectorat. I'm just a little bit concerned that they've got a little bit to prove at that trip.
Yeah, I agree. That's exactly my sentiments as well. And we're on Imperial Oracle bounce back. Kimberley away at Exeter yesterday, but hasn't completed the last 3, so it needs a bit of a confidence boost, you would imagine. Right.
No. Hang on. Got to stop you there. Is the 100-1 shot still running, wishing and hoping?
What, won here last time out? 6 weeks ago?
Yeah. Last time out, Veterans Chase from the front by 8.5 lengths. All right, was pulled up at Cheltenham in the Hunters Chase. It was going well. I checked that this morning. It was going well and made a mistake and was quickly pulled up. Should not be 100-1. I'm just having a look now. I've got 80-1 here and 66-1. I just think that's, I don't think anyone's backed it apart from me, but it should not be 100-1. And if you're having your Saturday afternoon and you pound each way, there's worse 100-1 shots you could have.
Interesting. Yeah, and you may also be likely up there at the pace as well, which hopefully won't scupper Native River's chances. Right, going to move on to the Becher Chase now. Am I allowed?
You can move on to the Becher Chase now, yeah.
Right, with 5 places each way in this one. 22 go to post. I said you can have a couple of stabs. You said I don't need it. I've got the winner.
All right, I'll have 2 stabs for you. I've got the winner. I think we both agreed on this one. Chris's Dream in the Grand National. I think we both fancied it that day. Going well when fell 4 out. Would have been in the frame, definitely, if not a 1. Excellent record when fresh as well. And we will get tiers on ITV as well this weekend, ITV4, if Snow Leopardess wins. Beautiful mare. We'll go from the front. We'll love these fences. Just gallops, stays, jumps. The good thing is Aidan Coleman is now back on after a couple of shockers from Brian Hughes. Aidan Coleman is now back on from the front. I think this will be a beautiful thing to watch. And Alice Plunkett, I think it's her brother or the family that own the horse. It's in her name, but I think the family own the horse. And there will be tears if Snow Leopardess wins. So my 2 from the field, Chris's Dream and Snow Leopardess.
There we are, then 2 against the field in the Becher Chase. Looking forward to that one over the national fences as well. Right, there's 5 races. Obviously, lots more to come for you online on our social media channels and in our shops this weekend. But what will be your best bet of Saturday afternoon in what is just a cracking weekend of racing.
Can I say Chacun Pour Soi, or do we go somewhere else for All Mankind?
Go for All Mankind in the Peterborough on Sunday if you like.
Do you know what? Let's have one for Saturday, Chacun Pour Soi, and a double in the Peterborough with All Mankind on the Sunday.
Go on then, tell me more about All Mankind.
I just thought last time out looked great. The appearance didn't look fantastic. All Mankind this weekend. It's the hype horse, isn't it? It's the real hype horse, and we very rarely get one that goes to the top. And I've been following this horse right from being a baby. The word was out really, really early on All Mankind. So it's a bit of heart overhead. But to stick it in a double this weekend, All Mankind, Chacun Pour Soi, your Saturday and Sunday double for me.
There we are then. Of course, running a Derby trial. All Mankind's a 3-year-old of years in a big chase on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, beautiful. So what are you doing this Saturday afternoon?
Sat in front of the telly, watching the racing and the football as well.
Of course.
Same as every other Saturday afternoon and most of the afternoons that follow as well.
Look at you. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, enjoy everything and the racing and everything this weekend, whether you're back in. The very best of luck, of course, as we look forward to some fantastic action at Sandown and Aintree. Be lucky.